And what about minions turning into zombies?
That's scary, and that's an interesting pitch.
I understand the feeling of being a stranger in the big city.
So, what you're saying is...
Oh, patting gun. Okay, la tropa.
Hello, Pero, Beyond the Film Podcast. That's Minionese for Welcome to the Beyond the Film Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tyler.
I'm Ryan. Justin. We're leaving it this time. We're not changing it.
We need to keep a very specific order when we do this. Like,
I give like the half second. I give the same half second wait that Justin probably gives, and then I go.
I do the same thing.
Yep.
I just don't want to leave that long pause, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, despite my two co-hosts
being minions.
Being minions and introducing themselves and talking at the exact same time. The Beyond the Film Podcast is a podcast where we talk about all things film, including new releases of any given week. Now, this is not necessarily a new release, but we are finally talking about probably our most anticipated film since The Breadwinner, Minions and Monsters, the third film in the Minions spin-off franchise of the Despicable Me's.
That is insane. And
I guess we should just start here, gentlemen. What is your experience with the Despicable Me and Minions franchise before going into this movie?
I've seen Despicable Me 1, and it was alright, but I haven't seen any other ones until like 2 days ago when I turned on the first Minions movie for my kid, and he laughed really hard. So I was like, okay, let's take my kid to see Minions and Monsters. And that's my entire experience with the franchise.
Great. Justin, you?
I've seen the first two and have avoided all the Minions movies if possible.
So you went into this without seeing the first two Minions movies?
Yeah, I think I saw like parts of the first Minions and got tired of watching it right away, and I was like, nope, I don't want to watch anymore.
I mean, interesting. It worked out for you because, I mean, you don't really need to see any of the previous Minions movies to understand what's going on here. And if memory serves to be correct, I have seen, I think I've seen every film in this franchise except for Despicable Me 4. I tend to think the Despicable Me films are just kind of forgettable. And the Minions movies are like, let's take the most annoying part of an already forgettable franchise and make a whole movie around it. So, was not a fan of the first Minions. I absolutely hated that film. It was one of my worst ones of that year. I rewatched it recently, and despite, I guess, me getting a little bit more enjoyment out of these for reasons that I will mention in our review, it's still not a great film. The second film, a little bit better. Shockingly a little bit better. I think this franchise, whether we believe it should be a franchise or not, is I think at least starting to get somewhat of a grounding to it. So with that being said, gentlemen, what did you think of Minions and Monsters?
I thought that there could have been a little less Minions and a little more Monsters.
False advertisement.
To be honest, I'd say
that's
that
a great review.
The first hour or so is pretty much a retelling of Minions 1, with different characters in different settings. And
it's an Evil Dead 2 version of Minions 1.
Sure. Well, I'm too exhausted. I'm too mentally exhausted to argue back. I will say that
It's gonna be a Tyler win today.
So the three of us took my 4-year-old. We'll say that. And my 4-year-old loved it. But
good.
I fell asleep at one point, and when I woke up, I looked over and Tyler had his eyes closed and Justin had his eyes closed. So I think we may all have taken a bit of a nap during the movie.
I don't recall falling asleep during this movie at all. But,
well, I mean, you had your eyes like this. So I'm assuming you were sleeping, but you may have just
focusing on the movie.
You may have just been squinting.
Yeah, I was probably squinting, if memory serves me correct. Because once again, I will admit when I fall asleep during a movie, I very much did not think I did. But I mean, if you caught me in a perfect moment where I was squinting at the atrocities that were being seen on screen.
Real quick, the other thing I want to say, and I'm going to post pictures because you guys all took a picture with my son afterwards. And I don't know if this was planned or whatever, but my son has been copying you for some reason. My son is standing in the picture exactly like you, standing closer to you than he is to Justin. And every time you laugh during the movie, Tyler, my son copied your laugh because you've got a very boisterous laugh, but he copied your laugh and he doubled down on it. So he would do it twice as loud.
Your son made me very proud by being the only one to laugh at any of the jokes in one of our screens. And it's like, oh, he's just a chip off the old
the only one laughing, yes. But like me and Justin said when we left, there was very few children in that movie.
It was I would say mostly adults. And the kids who were in there were probably past toddler age. They were probably like either like preteens or maybe even slightly older.
And I will say this isn't exactly a movie for toddlers. I wouldn't say.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
The Minions movies. I mean, I think there's a lot of. I've got a weird toddler that doesn't find that stuff scary. But like I guarantee you most toddlers would be afraid of like the decapitation scene or like
I don't know if they would have registered it for how long they lasted on it.
Like, I don't know, dude. That was pretty interesting for a children's movie.
That is
I think that's just how they all went. Brian.
Yeah.
But like to show the bone and like the actual flesh on the inside of the head, like that was a bit insane for a kid's movie.
I'm not gonna lie, it looked more like it was like meat. And it didn't look like they were protecting a person. It looked like just someone cobbled a sculpture.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But still, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't have problems with that kind of stuff, but I know you're going to hear it from the, there's a website.
Some one person.
Well, there's a website called, is this safe for my kid.com or something. Like I don't know.
Common Sense Media.
That's the one, and it's filled with Christian moms, and they're nuts.
Sorry, I just spent the last like 2 minutes trying to kill an earwig that's sitting on my desk, and I finally killed it. So success, banana. Justin, what did you think of Minions versus Monsters as someone who really doesn't have much experience with this franchise?
Honestly, I was kind of disappointed that there was not monsters. Like, why advertise the monster part if we're not going to get them until, like, almost, 30 minutes left of the movie? It felt like it was very false advertisement. But I will say, for not understanding hardly what they're saying most of the time, like, some of it you can kind of catch, I did like the two main minions, like, story. I liked their friendship, like, it was kind of cool just watching them. Like, they're just like kids just hanging out trying to make movies, and then they end up going and making a movie. Like, that just I enjoyed that bond. I really enjoyed their friendship, and then even adding a deaf character I thought was kind of cool too. That was kind of shocking, and seeing how that played out. And surprisingly, that Dart story kind of caught me. Like, I really wasn't sure where it was going to go, and I kind of got invested. I'm like, can we just see a movie of this? Like, I want to know where he's going, and why is he dressed as this? And is he a real robot? Because now we got robot kids. I'm kind of weirded out.
Also, very surprised, because I was like, whose voice is that? Jesse Eisenberg played him.
Yeah, it's crazy who they got in this movie. And then the animation kind of looked really good, like, almost too good for this movie at times.
Mm-hmm. Well, Illumination, I hate 3D animation. I think 3D animation is disgusting. And the only one that I think looks really good is Illumination. They've really packed down their 3D animation. And I think with Mario movie, with Despicable Me, with literally every one of their projects, they always look really pretty, like really beautiful. And they're the only ones that can do it right. I mean, they rival Disney for their 3D animation, and Disney even has its faults. Like, I think Wish looks disgusting. Go on. I'm not gonna talk about how much I hate 3D animation here. Go ahead.
Oh, that was all I had, was that one.
So Justin, for perspective, because I think I'm a little more invested in this franchise than you guys, the Minions actually do speak a language called Minionese. It is mostly nonsense, but you may recognize certain words. It's actually mostly a mix of English, Spanish, French, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Hindi, Chinese, and Russian.
Correct.
At times I can get that. Like sometimes there was like, is that Spanish in there? Like what?
Yeah, like in well, you wouldn't know this, but because I recently just rewatched the first two, and in the first one they travel to 1960s England, and they call the queen La Cucaracha, which I just thought was hilarious. But yes, and you know what? I guess I'll go now. I think, shockingly enough, even though I hate that first Minions movie and I like the second one a little bit more, I think that this franchise is just kind of getting better as it goes along. Like, I don't think
That's
this
what
is
it
a
sounds
perfect
like from
movie by
you.
any... What?
I said that's what it sounds like when you were explaining the Minions movies, that they're just getting better and not getting worse, which is surprising.
They definitely are getting better. Like, it's odd that, like, almost never happens, but I mean, like...
Well, I'm going to be honest. I can tell you probably why. And that's because Illumination is slowly beginning to have an unlimited amount of money just from their Mario movies alone. So they can pay for those top tier screenwriters and those top tier actors and those top tier animators and those top tier everything. They can pay for the music royalties. They can literally whatever they want they have, because they're billions of dollars with Mario.
Yeah, but those billions of dollars aren't just coming from the Mario movies. Like, these Minions movies can like sneeze out $1 billion. Like you know, they might not be our thing, but these Minions are freaking huge entities, right? They sell toys, kids love them. Like,
There's a
yes,
reason why
I
there's
mean,
3.
yes, all of my complaints with the first movie still stand, right? The Minions are annoying. It's kind of like they're kind of like silent film stars in a way, which makes it even funnier that, like, you know, they basically are silent film stars in this movie, in that, like, it's not about what they say, it's about what they do, kind of thing. And one thing that I find really fascinating with this franchise is they've actually done a pretty shockingly good job of capturing historical eras really well. The first one, they go to England in the 1960s, so there's like Beatles references and like you know, Queen Elizabeth's in there. Like there's a bunch of weird uses of, like, you know, music from the Rolling Stones. And then the second one does the 1970s, like, even better than I thought the first one did the 1960s. And then this one, like if I'm going to give the movie any credit, like, it is just a really, really fascinating and enriching love and ode to 1920s cinema, which in a Minions movie I did not expect to get. I mean, you're getting references to, like, A Trip to the Moon, like the works of, like, Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, which, you know, I'm the only one laughing in there, so I know I'm the only one getting these references. And I'm like, I cannot believe that they kind of just spent the first 2/3 of this movie just being like, what if we just drop the Minions into old school Hollywood and just let them run their shenanigans? And you know what? I kind of had fun with that. Now, when we're getting to where the movie falters, I think I mostly agree with you guys. Like, there's too much Minions and not enough monsters. Now, with that being said, I think I enjoyed the Minions old Hollywood stuff more than you guys did. But yeah, this movie's kind of a mess, like, pacing wise. Like, the actual plot of the movie doesn't really get going until the last third of the movie. So then it feels very rushed once the Cthulhu type character played by Trey Parker comes in. And yeah, and you know, it's one of those things where, yes, Illumination may not have the expert writing that a Disney film does, but, you know, Justin, you're right. These movies look good. Like I think they've looked better as they've gone on as well. So, like, you almost have, like, I really hate to give the Minions props to anything, but the fact that they're going the right way in terms of their films are getting better instead of worse is something that, you know, I don't even think Disney can do. So
no, I agree. And I want to add on to that one thing, going back to 3D animation one more time. Illumination has perfected their weird characters' eyes. And I know that's going to sound really weird, but like in the Mario Galaxy 2, Bowser Jr.'s eyes, there's a scene where, like, they open really wide, and, like, in this with Goomy, his eyes are very weird. It's like the perfected 3D animation eyes, and I will put scenes in here so people know what I'm talking about, but, like, it is insane what they do with their animation, and like I said, I agree with you that they are getting better and better.
Also, since you've already seen all of these, Tyler, are they all made by the same guy? Because I didn't realize the guy who voices the Minions also wrote and directed this one.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's like directed all of them. I don't know off the top of my head, but he does have like at least a writing and producing role. I think in most of these movies, including the Despicable Me's. He's like like he does all the voices for all the Minions. He's done it
I
in every
saw
movie.
that.
And yeah, his name's Pierre Coffin. I don't know exactly if he I think he directed one of them. In terms of what else he's done, here, let me see.
I think it says
So
he wrote this one and directed this one.
So yeah, he directed Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3. He directed the first Minions movie, and then he also directed Minions and Monsters. So the only two that he has not directed are Minions 2 and Despicable Me 4. But he does have like a producing credit on those. So yeah, he's very much like the figurehead of this franchise.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
props to it. He's doing whatever he can to keep this franchise going.
Yeah, I mean, he's making money for them. Like, say what you will, like, kids like it. It may not be our cup of tea. I find the Minions personally annoying, but like, they got a weird charm to them that people really gravitate to. So yeah. Movies don't just make $1 billion because everyone goes and hate watches it. Right? Remember when they tried that with Morbius and it didn't work?
Yeah, really bad twice.
Twice, yes. Never forget that. My favorite part of this movie is when the Minions say it's Minion time, and then they go and fight the monsters at the end. That was easily the best part.
That final battle with all the monsters and all the Minions, really, that was the best. That was cinema.
Yep.
I'm
cutting.
Ryan,
that is unfortunately the second Morbius reference he's heard from me today because I made the same
cutting
joke about
this
Balada.
joke at the second Morbius comment. I'm cutting this video. Do you have any last minute things to say about the Minions?
Ryan's son enjoyed it. That's all that matters. If you got a young kid, take him into theaters to go see it. And if you're a film fan, you might get something more out of it than you expect.
Yeah, I'd say that experience was nice seeing it with him. That made it worth it.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a lot weirder if I did if I showed up to that movie without a child, which just saying that sounds
in a
weird.
yellow shirt and blue suspenders.
Yep.
Yeah, goggles.
I thought we were doing the Gentle Minions.
Well, stick around after this because he was not in the mood after the 110-degree weather outside, but I will record tomorrow with my son to see how he liked it.
I'm so
94.
I got 94. My car was 110 when we got in it.
Yeah. You should have started your car and waited outside for a little bit.
Yeah, well, we had to get
as soon
home.
as we sat down, he went like, "It's hot. It's very hot."
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, close us out. See us next week. Goodbye.
Illumination.
Banana. I'm Ryan.
I'm Michael.
And this is the next morning at about 7:30 in the morning. Michael, did you like the movie yesterday?
Yeah.
The Minions?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
One Minion.
The one Minion was your favorite?
Yeah.
Did you like the monsters?
Yeah.
What was your favorite monster?
A big monster.
The big monster? Was it the one with the eyes?
Don't
He was slimy?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Did you like Goomy, the little green guy?
Yeah. No, it's over.
It's over. That's so silly. Does he remind you of Venom? Should people go see it?
Yeah. Oh, how about it?
Do you think they should go right now, or do you think they should watch it at home?
Watch it at home.
You should watch it at home. Was it not very good?
I do my friend.
Would you watch it again?
Yeah.
Would you watch it 5 more times?
What is?
Should they go to the movie theater to see it?
Yeah.
Should they go right now to a movie theater, or should they wait until it comes to home?
Wait till home.
Wait till it's at home. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah.
What do you got to say? You're right on camera.
say, I want to say, Spidey.
Oh, you want to see Spidey?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is about minions and monsters, but maybe we'll do a Spider-Man one later. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Là, calma, Stuart.